Hello everyone, as you may know now by the news, there is a new collab on the way. And I'm just going to talk about my speculations, sort of what it could be. First, I'll tell you the ones it's not going to be. It's not going to be Slime, and it's not going to be ReZero, because they're too recent. And I don't think it'll be KOF, because that means then they would have eight characters in the game. Because obviously, every rerun they had 2, so I'd make it 8 characters. Which would then make the banner practically you'd get, if you did a full rotation, you could get one character, the character from 600, and if you were lucky enough, well, you probably would be, to get at least a few SSRs, 3 SSRs, you could then possibly pick then another character, which I don't think they would do. 8 collab characters from KOF doesn't really seem like they would do that. And the fact, I think it would be more of a letdown. Stranger Things, probably not. No one cares about Stranger Things. I wouldn't be surprised if it was just for a promotional thing. In game, the characters were not usable from day one, like at all. ReZero, some of the characters were usable. You could use Rem for a mean. Ram was always a good character. Emilia was a good character. Beatrice was good for Guild Wars. That's literally it. And then these characters were useless. But Jim was the good one. He was free. He wasn't too bad. But 11 was horrible. She hurts herself every time she attacks, which is not what is needed nowadays. And talking about what it probably could be, because obviously there is a chance that it's KOF, but I think... So let me get the wording up. So the wording was, bear in mind this is from Google Translate, the long-awaited collaboration has come true. That is what the translation says, and it's and the bit underneath it says, what is the next collaboration title of Grand Cross? Of course, with that stated, it makes it sound like it will be a complete new collab. I'm hoping, well, this is where my speculation comes in. So there is a YouTuber called Dorachan who is he talks with the devs, right? He has conversations with devs. He's on the JP streams, and his thumbnail was a picture of Eren from Attack on Titan and Ainz from Overlord. And now recently I went back on to go check the video, and he changed the thumbnail to not only have that, but then also to put Sword Art Online in there. Sword Art, they definitely wouldn't do Sword Art. Sword Art doesn't have a sort of theme. They wouldn't do it with a game like this because it's stupid. I think Overlord is a very safe one. Also for the fact that, not recently, but a few months ago, well, this year at least, the Overlord Japanese game had a collaboration with Seven Deadly Sins. So my thought is that maybe it was like a collab for a collab deal. So it's like, okay, so we'll do a collaboration with your game, you let us do a collaboration with your game. That's what I think happened. So that's what I think will happen. Obviously, there are... Okay, so take this with a pinch of salt. In the beta app, which is practically wrong about everything, but it has been right about some things as well. Like Margaret... who else? The dates are completely wrong, but they said it was going to be Shion for Slime. Was not Shion. But stuff like that. It says it's going to be Data Live. If you don't know what Data Live is, it's a decent show, to be fair. It's part of the Karagawa Isekai. It's part of the Isekai stuff, but it isn't it's not an Isekai show. It's probably the other way around. Spirits come into their world. Main character tries to date all of them to make them stable so they don't go berserk killing everyone. That's the entire show. Spoiler, I forgot to say spoiler, but yeah. Most likely looking at AOT or Overlord. I'd like to see a new collab. If they bring back Stranger Things, it's going to be the biggest waste of their lives. Honestly. They'll probably get more backlash for it. And I think last time, the reason they did 2 collabs back to back is because they knew Stranger Things was going to be a flop. Obviously the whales were still whale, but free-to-play players or semi-free-to-play players will not summon on it. I'm sorry, but you do not get hype when you see this guy on the field who's got a horrible card. His passive's the only good thing. He's the best character for the collab. 100% he's the best character. 11 next, she just hurt herself. This card's horrible. It literally weakens it per enemy on the field, and it scales, which is kind of stupid. The effect scales. That's like having Spike, but they're making Spike 2 times at level 1, 3 times at level 3, and 4 times at level 4. That's what it's like doing. It makes it horrible. Wouldn't you want to make it the other way around? So instead it does more damage or does less damage the higher the scale is. And also, she's got power for a single dollar card, which is still decently good. Mike and Will are beyond unusable. They are horrible. So I think that it might be AOT because they're saying long awaited. Or they're going to be Overlord, or will it be Fate? Because at one point they tricked us with a Fate collab thing where they added stuff into the files and then completely trolled us and then removed them for Fate. Obviously, if it is the Fate series, Fate is a very large series with a lot of versions of different characters, so they'd have to pick a certain point. Also, it could be Black Clover in a way of getting hype for the game. Also, the movie comes out, I think, next year. Next year on Netflix. So maybe they're trying to sort of push the show out, or because obviously, if Netflix has rights to the show, does that mean they also have rights then to Black Clover, as in to the title of it or the IP, so they could turn it into a collab? If it is, that'd be sick. But obviously, for a free-to-play player, you're hoping that either you're a big fan of AOT and you've got diamonds saved up like me, and you're gonna summon for AOT, or you hope it's if it's a new collab, you're kind of screwed. Honestly, everyone's kind of screwed. Because there's no way on earth, like in 600, you're getting a copy of every character. Unless you're super lucky, of course. And, I'd probably... Stranger Things would be the best bet for a free-to-play player, if you're like super low on diamonds. Because end of year is going to be insane. So over here, banging in the background, it's currently Diwali where I live, so people are celebrating. Yeah. Best bet for a free-to-play player, Stranger Things. If you're spending a little bit of money, AOT will make a lot of money. AOT will make them a stupid amount of money. But why? Thing is, so AOT obviously will announce news soon of the final season. Are they gonna try and like hype it with it? Because I thought like the big brain thing would be obviously Overlord's had a recent season 5 or 4. I don't bloody know. Good show though. But they done it afterwards, which then create more hype. So obviously the final episode creates more hype. But yeah, that's it. If you have any theories of what it could be, or what you hope it could be, or what you hope it's not going to be, just let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.